Did you know that the smallest particles in the universe don't follow the normal rules of science? Imagine objects that can be in two places at the same time, or particles that can disappear and reappear instantly. Welcome to the amazing world of quantum physics, where reality is stranger than science fiction. Section 1. What is quantum physics? Let's start by understanding what quantum physics is. Quantum physics is the study of the tiniest particles in the universe, things so small that you can't see them, even with a microscope. These particles include electrons, photons, light particles, and atoms. But here's the twist. These tiny particles don't behave like normal objects, like a ball or a car. Instead, they follow strange and unpredictable rules. Example: imagine throwing a ball across the room. You'd expect it to land on the other side, right? But in the quantum world, the ball might land on the other side, stay in your hand, or even disappear completely, all at the same time. Section 2. Wave-particle duality. Here's one of the weirdest concepts in quantum physics. Particles can act like waves. This means they don't just sit still, they spread out like ripples in water. Scientists discovered this when they studied light and electrons. Sometimes, they act like tiny dots, but other times, they spread out like waves. Example: think of it like this. You throw a stone into a pond, and it creates ripples. Now imagine that the stone itself becomes part of the ripples. That's how particles behave in the quantum world. Section 3. Quantum superposition. Now, let's talk about superposition. In the quantum world, particles can exist in multiple states at the same time. For example, an electron can spin in two directions simultaneously. This is like flipping a coin and it landing on both heads and tails at the same time. Example: imagine you're playing hide and seek. In the quantum world, the person hiding can be in all the hiding spots at once, until you find them. This strange behavior is what makes quantum physics so fascinating and confusing. Section 4. Quantum entanglement. The spooky connection. Here's where it gets even stranger: quantum entanglement. This happens when two particles become connected, or entangled, no matter how far apart they are. If you change one particle, the other reacts instantly, even if they're on opposite sides of the universe. Example: it's like having two magic dice. If you roll one and it lands on 6, the other dice, on the other side of the world, will also show 6 at the exact same time. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance. Section 5. Why quantum physics matters. So, why should we care about all this weirdness? Quantum physics isn't just about strange experiments, it's the foundation of modern technology. Without it, we wouldn't have inventions like smartphones, computers, or lasers. Even the GPS that helps you navigate is based on quantum principles. Example: think about your smartphone. Every time you send a message, the tiny particles inside the phone use quantum mechanics to process the information. Quantum physics is the invisible engine driving our digital world. Section 6. Quantum computers. The future is here. Now, let's talk about the future: quantum computers. Unlike regular computers, which use bits, ones and zeros, to process information, quantum computers use qubits. These qubits can be both 1 and 0 at the same time, thanks to superposition. This makes them incredibly powerful for solving complex problems. Example: imagine trying to find a single book in a library with billions of books. A normal computer checks one book at a time, but a quantum computer checks all the books at once. That's the power of quantum technology. Section 7. The mysteries that remain. Even though quantum physics has revolutionized science, there's still so much we don't know. What is dark matter? How do particles interact across dimensions? Quantum physics opens the door to endless mysteries, and maybe, one day, answers that could change our understanding of reality forever. Conclusion. Stay curious. Quantum physics teaches us that the universe is far more mysterious than it seems. It challenges everything we think we know about reality. So, the next time you look up at the stars, remember, there's a whole quantum world out there, waiting to be explored. Let me know in the comments which quantum fact blew your mind the most.